What's up, everybody? It's the Watchalongs show. I'm JWMaher. That's Aaron Brooks. Aaron, what's going on this week?
Hey, we continue our search into the darkness, part 5. Your final week of your first prompt. It's been a good one. I'm excited to talk about my movie that's been on my list for quite a while, and then I've just found a reason not to watch it. So I'm glad I finally got to mine.
Yeah, yours is an older movie that I actually saw for the first time last year, too. I'm glad we're going to talk about it. So start us off.
Yeah. It's 1956's The Bad Seed, directed by Mervyn Leroy, and starring a very annoying Patty McCormick as Rhonda. But she's also it's just very good nature versus kind of nurture sort of movie. I feel like it's probably one of the originals. I don't know how many before 1956 were made on this subject, but it also has a very campy edge to it throughout, and it's intentionally campy, not 1956 watch it later campy, which I was kind of surprised about. It's handling a very dark subject matter, but it's also having a hootin' good time at the same time, very ridiculous performances.
There's definitely one character that's way over the top.
Leroy?
Yes.
Yeah, Leroy Jessup, played by Henry Jones, the greenskeeper, who's on the spectrum for sure, or more. This movie, it's super captivating though. It's so well made, and it does it feels very modern. For the appearance of how old timey it looks, it's very modern with towing the line, the tonal shifts, and kind of where it goes with the characters as it goes. The ending's great. I don't want to spoil it for anybody at all.
I'll say there's what was your rating on this?
A 4.
4. Yeah, I'm a little bit higher. I'm actually a 4.5. I love The Bad Seed. The only reason why it's not a 5-star movie is there is an ending, and then there's a pre-credits little aw shucks 50s kind of tack on thing that is fucking corny. And it kind of it's why'd you do that? But yeah, that's not to spoil anything.
Because every movie needed a message.
Yeah, of course. She's a bad girl.
Yeah, exactly.
I actually got around to watching a slasher movie that I remember. I have just memories of seeing clip bits and pieces of it playing on HBO when I was a small child. This is 1983's Curtains. It looks like that. Richard Kipka's Curtains. This movie, I think there's so many great characters in this movie, but John Vernon, who's in a ton of stuff, and you might not know who he is by his name, but you definitely know him when you see him. He's just the height of Harvey Weinstein creepy Hollywood in this movie, and it's so many years before the shit hit the fan in Hollywood that basically Curtains is basically showing you exactly what the fuck was going on in Hollywood. He has a lady who he basically tricks into doing method acting for a role, but then basically tries to keep her committed because the main actress is crazy, and then screws her over and invites 6 ingenues to his estate in the wintry hills, and they're all competing for the role now, and hijinks ensue. Really, for 83. Some of the kills are really good, and some of the I think some of the best stalking sequences I've seen in a non-franchise slasher in the 80s are in Curtains. So I'm at a 4 for Curtains. Is it top tier? No, but is it worth your time? Yes. Watch Curtains.
Yeah, I thought it was okay. I gave it a 3. I watched it because it was on Joe Bob's Last Drive-In. And it was okay. There's a lot of subplots I remember, and there's a lot of bits between the killings. Stalking bits probably that you mentioned, but there are long periods of time between kills in this movie.
Oh, and a young Michael Wincott, a very young Michael Wincott appears in this movie. He still looks 50, but he's very young.
Yeah, young, old. Yeah, like Walter Matthau. Never.
Yeah. By the way, this is the QR code to check out the things for the Why We Love Horror Challenge. This is the last week of the In Search of Darkness prompts. We'll get you a brand new set of 5 prompts starting next week. But on top of that, Aaron gave me 100 movies to watch this year. They're there. And I gave Aaron 100 movies to watch, and that's right there. But Aaron, we'll start with you, Aaron, because your movies are earlier chronologically.
Yep, I'm catching up here. First one is from a director I really like, Neil Jordan, The Company of Wolves. It's just a take on Little Red Riding Hood, and it's a very well done take with some good, very good practical effects, like very dark, kind of dreary fairy tale vibes. Like there's nothing wrong with this movie, and like Neil Jordan making it is kind of crazy to me, just because like he does like a lot of just like neo noir and stuff like that. Like he did Greta later on, like he's done, he's just like, it's like he's the Crying Game guy, and then all of a sudden he's also doing this, like he's done Interview with a Vampire, like he's all over the place, like he's and this movie's like, it's really good, 3.5. Like the only thing that kept me is like it's lacking a little personality. Like, I
would agree with that take 100%. I'm also at a 3.5 for Company of Wolves. It's just like, it's not flat, but it's like the tire has been punctured. It's getting flat, I'd say. But it's still, the practicals and the stories. And I'm not going to say it's like a family-friendly horror movie, but it's like...
and young Angela Lansbury is still old.
Yes, young Angela Lansbury. Murder, She Wrote era Angela Lansbury in this movie. All right, what else?
David Warner's in this movie. I mean, like just all sorts of...
He's in everything in this.
David Warner gets an and David Warner feature.
Yes.
Like it's like, oh well, this is your showstopper. And then my other movie that never was on my radar, didn't really know what it was, but it's on Shudder, Vampire Hunter D. It's a anime movie about a really cool guy who only talks when he has to, named D. He's pretty cool. The rest of the movie, I don't know. It's a little rough. It's not my style. Like I'm just not an ultra like adult violent anime fella, especially 80s anime. So
you don't like Akira?
3. No, I haven't seen Akira. So
okay.
3.
Okay. So I'm not much higher. I added this in the list because Vampire Hunter D Bloodlust is phenomenal. The sequel is phenomenal. Okay.
So that's what I read in several reviews.
Yeah, you need this for some context. So it's still pretty good. Move on to the movies I watched this week, starting with I did watch the first 2 Maniac Cops last week, so this week I had to watch the third Maniac Cop movie, which how does everybody like on Earth show up in Maniac Cop 3? Isn't this? I'm not confused. Robert Forster's in this movie. Robert Davi comes back. There's a few other cameos in here. I'm trying to think. Who am I forgetting? Let me see. Let me pull up the page here. There's definitely a few other people that I wasn't expecting. Jackie Earle Haley's in this movie. Gleason. Oh yeah, Paul Gleason, Julius Harris.
Jackie Earle Haley.
Yeah, it's nuts. Like we're in a early 90s third stage like trauma adjacent slasher franchise, and I'm not saying every single one of these people are at the top of their game at this point in time, but they're all in this movie. Doug Savant of Desperate Housewives is in this movie. And I gotta say, it's still Maniac Cop. Like the stunt team again. Like, I don't know. I'm glazing this movie a lot. This movie is like not great by any metric. It's not good, but the stunt, we had the great driving scene in the first movie and the second movie. We had great burn stunts in the second movie, and in this movie, I guess they knew it was the last movie because they did an intense driving sequence where Matt Cordell is now on fire,
burning.
It's like burning while driving. It's like, okay, I'm here for it. I'm here for the stunts. The rest of the movie is not good. 3 for me for Maniac Cop 3: Badge of Silence.
Yeah, I'm one of the bigger fans of this movie too. I have a 3. I think that I enjoyed all of them. If you want to roast me for enjoying
it's a romp. These are romps. They're not. Yeah, it definitely check them out. Moving on. Then I know you like this movie, and like I gotta say, if there was ever a movie where the box art is doing it a huge disservice, it is George A. Romero's Monkey Shines, because that is a bullshit. Like it's like the monkey from the monkey.
Yes.
And that is not like, yes, there is a monkey. Yes, there is a straight razor, sort of. Like, the straight razor comes into play, but it's like a real monkey. And like this movie is like a sci-fi horror, body horror kind of mashup, approaching masterpiece by George A. Romero, because it is like the concept of the movie is a man who's like, I guess he's like an athlete of some renown, and he winds up getting hit by a car. He's a quadriplegic. He gets around in the chair that Christopher Walken has and things to do in Denver When You're Dead. He's in that wheelchair.
Yes.
But like he has a friend that is experimenting on monkeys, but we also find out that monkeys can be trained to help quadriplegics, and these two worlds combine in a unexpected way, because then we go into a thing where like the monkey and him are telekinetic with each other. He can like astral project into the monkey. Forget explores the space. It goes beyond exploring the space. It gets into like LSD territory in this movie, and like it goes so far that you have to take it seriously. And I think your one criticism that the lead actor is out of his depth is also like crazily accurate, but like I didn't care, because like you get Stanley Tucci, this is Stephen Root's second appearance in a movie, like another movie where people are just showing up. 4 stars for
don't just disrespect John Pankow as well.
Sorry.
Yeah. But this I also agree, 4 stars. Like this movie, like it's more of it. I watched it for disability horror in the Pick Your Poison challenge, and like it made complete sense, because most of this movie is like about this character like getting used to his new normal. Like it's more of a character study, so much of the movie, but then it gets extremely 80s, extremely weird. Like this could only exist in the 80s, and it could only be a Romero movie, because like Romero's able to find the humanity in this monkey.
And I would say Romero, there's even a scene, there's like a lot of like weird nightmare body horror scenes. There's like a Cronenberg-esque like thing that happens like right at the end of the movie, where like the monkey just appears where you're not expecting the monkey to appear. And like, holy shit, George, what are you doing?
Yeah, I think the cover like unfortunately attracts the wrong type of people to this movie.
Yes.
And then the other type of people who get into this movie look at it and they're like, I wouldn't like that. And then it ends up why it's not a classic all these years later, like because I blame the cover.
Yeah, that cover sucks. Like I've walked past that box art 1,000 times. Like
and when I watched the movie, I was like, it's gonna be like the monkey.
And I do remember, I think even when, like, as a child, I remember seeing the trailer to Monkey Shines, and that bullshit, like, symbol monkey is in the trailer, and it's not in the movie. So, like, I don't know what's going on.
It's just made to sell tickets.
Yeah. Moving on, like, the movie, I believe this is in the Letterboxd top 250 horror, and I just had never gotten around to it. 1988's The Vanishing, Sporloose. Hey. If anybody ever like gushed to you about this movie, like to the point you're like, what I've never even heard of this fucking thing. What are they talking about? They were right. The Vanishing, which I know was remade in English a few years later. This movie is it's sure it's whack. The characters are like the main characters. Rex is a little obsessive, but like I get it. And there's movies like where characters make like weird bad decisions, and like it's stupid, like a lot of 80s slasher. But then there's movies where characters make like weird bad decisions, and you're like, yeah, this person's like fucking got PTSD. He's like mentally ill over this whole thing. Like I understand every decision Rex makes in this movie. I think it captures the spirit of somebody who has literally has no fucking idea what happened to his life, like at all. Like, and he's like literally just like functionally crazy. The Vanishing is fucking. I hate myself. 5 stars.
Yeah, I mean, I gave it 4.5. Like, it is like a 5-star movie probably.
Yeah.
So, the final shots of this movie, the conclusion, like the inevitable conclusion, so great. This is like The Strangers. This should be called The Strangers. Don't trust strangers.
Yeah, exactly. It nuts. And then finally, the last movie I saw, again, probably should have seen it sooner. I've definitely seen the trailer for this movie about 100,000 times, but I never actually got around to it. I know what it's about. I can tell you the whole plot without ever seeing it. Dead Calm. Can I just get Billy Zane being the bad guy in like every fucking movie? Like between this and Demon Knight and everything, like this is like peak Billy Zane. It's like you never really even like understand like the motivation of like what you kind of get the idea that he's just like some crazy fucking person. And you kind of get little snippets of what happened before he arrives at the boat of this couple who are on a morning cruise, and morning with a morning cruise.
Yes.
And then he just shows up and like fucks up the earth. But little did he know that he's messing with like a Australian naval captain. So like, yeah, whatever. It's a tense little cat and mouse thing. And I gotta say, Nicole Kidman's character Ray not putting up much of a fight against Billy Zane in this movie. We say that much. What did you think of Dead Calm?
It was a really weird choice for a couple.
3.5 for me, by the way.
Yeah, it was a really weird choice for a couple in Nicole Kidman and Sam Neill. There's a good 20-year age difference, and it looks like it's 50.
Yeah.
So it's just like that was hard to get past. The rest of the movie's really good, and it gets like much weirder than I expected it to get. Like I was quite pleased with the second half of this movie. I don't know if it all makes sense, but I liked it.
Yeah,
me too.
3.5. I'd say the one thing, it starts off real strong because like they're mourning the loss of their son, who for some reason is not strapped into his fucking car seat. Like he's in a car seat, but he's not strapped into it. And he gets out of his car seat, and then he just gets launched through the windshield of the car, like no remorse, launching this toddler through the windshield of the car. I'd be like, oh holy shit! And then the rest of the movie is not like that.
No, yeah, this was like the breakout role for Nicole Kidman too.
Yeah.
This is like what made her a star, which is kind of funny. And yeah, Billy Zane's great.
Next week, we're going to get to Abby's first prompt, which are just like book adaptations, and we've all seen a ton of Stephen King stuff. I don't think either of us necessarily picked Stephen King because there's a lot of other horror authors that are worth your time and worth the movies they went to. So for the next 5 weeks, we're talking about book adaptations. But if you made this far in the video, like, comment, subscribe, share. Go to the Facebook group of Why We Love Horror. Check out our challenges again. There's the main Why We Love Horror challenge. Those are my 100 movies. And those are Aaron's 100 movies. Until next time, I'm John Maher. That's Aaron Brooks. This has been the Watchalong Show. See you next week.